sus ones. Yeah. Some people out here acting kind of sus. Do they go overboard with their gayness? Well, I mean, people are going to get offended probably no matter how I word this because it's the society we live in, but I'll just be completely honest. I don't know why. Maybe it's just I look like a certain type, like, because people have types, obviously, with attraction. I don't know whether or not I look like something that is somebody's particular type, but it's weird because as much as I have interactions with women, I also have a 50-50 interaction with guys. And I'm not gay, like I said, but I'll have just as many dudes ask me out as girls. And it's weird because, like, I don't portray myself as gay. I'm not gay. I don't have makeup. I don't walk a certain way. I don't talk a certain way. I don't invite, you know, that type of energy, I guess. But naturally, I guess somebody's just like, hey, he's a good-looking dude. And I don't get, like, the uber gays just like, oh my god, girl, you're so fantabulous. Like, sometimes I'll just get, almost like a dude you wouldn't know is gay unless he told you blatantly. But, like, some people would casually ask me out. I'm just like, you know, with all due respect, unfortunately, I'm not gay. So, but thank you for your offer. I appreciate it, but I'm gonna have to say no. And it's weird because you think this would be, like, a one-off, but it's, like, it's kind of 50-50. I don't know why. It just is. Like, I don't know why. It just is. So. See, just depending on the level of escalations when it gets uncomfortable. You know, like certain remarks or like jokes, you know, stuff like that. Like, you know, I'm talking about like sexual tension, like some people allude at something. You know, being like, they'll say a sarcastic remark. Because, like, if you say a dick joke as a normal guy, in fact, I honestly think a lot more straight dudes say dick jokes than gay people do. But, like, if you say a dick joke, a lot of people don't think anything of it because obviously they know you're joking. But if a gay guy says it and he's already tried to flirt with you once or twice, it's kind of like, okay, now I think you're alluding to something. You're not really saying it's a joke at this point. You know, I've had that happen, and I'm just trying to not, like, make a big deal out of it. Because some people can get offended by no matter how you word shit, or people can take things out of context, rather. Let's see. People ask you out, they're blind. I'm obviously joking, by the way. No, you're all good, Ryan. You're all good. Not gonna lie, though, that was actually a pretty funny joke. I have never had guys hit on me. I think gay men hate me. Lol. I mean, like I said, that's where I think it comes in with the type thing, because, like, Oop, I didn't mean to hit the whisper button. I was gonna say, I don't know whether or not, like, gay men have, like, because I've never looked it up. I'm not gonna go into Google and be like, gay men preferences, because I don't need those recommended videos in my search results, or that search history. But, yeah, like, I don't know if I have a certain look. Like, for example, if I were to describe me with women, you know, like, I like, for example, nerdier women, or in this case, like, not necessarily like gamer girls, because there's a lot of fake people that just like, oh, I play video games and I have a giant booty, you know, donate to me. Like, no. Like, as we all know about the joke where I was talking about where they walk like this, like they have like a no pair of ribs and their back is out of place. Like, you know those girls, like, and I'm not talking about, like, people like Pokemon. I'm talking about, like, the people like Zoe Berger back in the day, where it's just being like, oh, okay, guys, so in today's live stream, we're gonna be playing some Fortnite Save the World, and, thank you, Brad, for the $100 donation, and, oh, I dropped something. Let me pick this up for a second. Oh, yeah, there we go. Like, like, we all know those types of streamers, and so, it's just... Like, I would prefer a dorkier girl, but not somebody like that. You know, because those people belong to the streets. But somebody like, I don't know, like Pokemon would be cool, or even Sniper Wolf, so that's just what I'm joking around with. Don't do this. The gays are coming back. Ah, ninja tits. It just is what it is. Alright, let's take a look at what else we can do. I guess we'll do Fight Category Storm 3, why not? It'll give us a chance to do more atlases and stuff. Maybe your jokes attract them? I mean, maybe? I mean, I understand if I'm randomly flashing my tits or something, maybe, but I don't know. I know, I'm just trying to think. It's not like I'm flashing my ding dong or anything. Like, I mean, it's just my chest. I don't know, maybe. But I've always joked around about that. Like, I'm not gonna be able to have a filter saying like no gays allowed in the stream. I'm not gonna do that. And I'm also not gonna deny my viewers based off of what their interests are. It might even not necessarily be towards me. They just might naturally be gay, and they might not even have necessarily attraction towards me. I'm not gonna be that weird about it. The only time I ever have an issue about it is if they escalate too much. Like, if it's like a one-off, sure, but if they escalate, it's uncomfortable. Kind of like, yeah, I mean, Solid, you know about certain people. I'm not trying to call out anybody because I don't want to be a dick like that and say this guy said this, so subconsciously think poorly of them. But you know what I'm talking about. If you guys have tuned in the streams a lot, because you, Ryan, and Solid, you guys are mods. You guys know what I'm alluding to. Like, I wish no harm on any of these guys, but it just gets really uncomfortable at a certain point, you know? I just realized this fucking... I just realized the shit I did 5 minutes ago was gonna be on YouTube. Knowing my luck, the YouTube is gonna make it where I pull my shirt up the thumbnail. By default, unless I change it. That's a default thumbnail. And demonetized. Oh, cool, we got another one.
Throw another bone on the pile. Okay, category 3. We can do this. We'll be defending.
So even though these aren't necessarily always skulls, it gives you skulls, it seems like, no matter what. Kill you. I really wonder what the story is going to be doing later on, chat, because like when it comes to Candy Valley, I think where the story is going at this point, I think the idea is that Lars's band Steel Wool is actually going to be like basically like a group of musical lab scientists, and they're going to end up helping us find not maybe necessarily a cure, but at least something to stop the storm.
We need more people like you.
Because Dennis even has started to discover that, even though Dennis might not find jack shit, but I think we're probably trying to cure the storm at this point. Like literally in the last few episodes, I think we're trying to cure the storm, not necessarily just try to survive at this point.
Target not yet located.
Solid's a brainiac, he knows what I'm talking about. Oh, sweet, we got one back to back. But yeah, see, the thing is, you really gotta watch what you say, because of cancel culture and stuff like that. My hope is that if I ever did slip up and I said something, obviously, unless it's something blatantly obvious, I hope you guys have the patience with me to do your own research and educate yourselves and not just assume things. Because that's the one thing that I could falter to, even at a low subscriber count, is controversy. I really hope you guys would give me a chance and at least let me either clarify myself or do your own research if shit like that ever happened. You really gotta watch what you say on YouTube.
Maybe he's making some kind of husk repellent.
But I'm glad you're getting a laugh out of it, Solid. knows? Maybe I guess I'll have to put that OnlyFans joke on hold for a little bit. Bring some other form of content. But yeah, I think that Steel Wool is essentially going to be our group of scientists, guys, that we're going to try to cure the storm. Or at least stop the storm for good.
Oh, that sample is going to give me a lot of information.
You know,
What
Dennis,
information are you trying to make, Dennis?
I
Is
don't know if
Dennis trying to
I've
start a
said
cult
this,
or something? I
you're
don't think
always
Dennis is
out there
going to
looking for
contribute much.
solutions, helping make the world better. I'm proud of you. And a little nervous to find out what you're up to.
Yeah, I'm proud but nervous, mostly. I'm more nervous, rather, and Solid, I also have a storm chest if you want to do that. At least some people find you attractive. This can't be said about me. Oh, sweet, we found the last one. And trust me, Solid, by all means, I'm pretty sure you're a good-looking guy. You know, obviously no homo. But, trust me, give yourself a lot more credit than, you know, you think you are. Because, mostly, I can tell you this, guy or woman, gay or straight, no matter what, this is the one thing that is unanimous across everybody. The main thing that attracts anybody is confidence. If you can portray confidence, whether, like I said, you're gay or straight, you'll attract people naturally, because even if they're not necessarily blatantly attracted to you at first naturally, some people can switch. Some people can like you as a friend at first or just know of you, and then it can change. Just being like, wow, you know, I can look past, you know, the slight differences such as not having insta-boner, you know, but, you know, I basically like them for their personality. That's what you really want at the end of the day. So I'm pretty sure if you ever had a woman or a guy, if your confidence betrayed that way, you'd probably make them attracted to you.
I mean, it's only logical.
These are cow bones, Dennis.
Gotta start somewhere. Okay, Bones. Tell me your ancient secrets, and I will bring you back.
Yeah, Dennis is starting to get cold. Oh, by the way, Ryan, I wanted to ask, how's your brother been doing? He tuned into the streams a little bit, like, but recently because of school, he hasn't been around lately, so I wanted to know how he's doing, man. Because you tune in a lot more than him. I'm pretty sure he's in high school, maybe college level, and stuff like that. I'm guessing you're obviously high school based off the way that you speak and the way you are, from, like, the way you portray yourself. But I'm assuming your brother is probably going to be either A, in high school, like the end of it, or in college. Mostly college, right, I'm guessing. So just, like, want to know how he's doing. How's your family been? I kind of miss talking to certain old viewers when they haven't been around a while, so I just thought I'd mention it. I know people come as... I know I always tell people they can come as they go, but I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't miss somebody of them. And Solid just stopped at one point, so... Wait, hold on. Or a guy, lol, not gay, mate, lol. What, you just like a guy to like you just to say that you had that? I don't know if that's somebody's on their bucket list. Yeah, I'm straight, but I would love to have a gay guy ask me out. Just like, I've never heard of that one. But either or, whatever you're interested in, Solid, by all means, you'll find it one day. Trust me, man. Just don't settle less than you're comfortable with, because I can tell you this, being single and being happy is a lot better than being in a relationship that is forced. Trust me. A lot of people falter to the shitty relationships just because they say they have one. In my opinion, I would rather be single and just, you know, be happy than try to force a relationship that's not ready yet. I've only ever had 2 girlfriends and they didn't happen to work out, and that's completely fine. But I'm taking my time now. Like, before, like, they were, like, to span over, like, 2 years. Like, my first girlfriend was...
Target located.
2016, and then my second girlfriend was 2018, but I haven't had another girlfriend since. And the only reason why is because, like I said, I'm taking my time. I don't want to rush into shit again. Although they did get better over time, but like I said, I'm making sure I get it done right. I don't need to have that rush, and that's just not something I want to do to the girl either. I don't want to force her into a relationship she may or not be ready yet for either. It's gotta be a mutual thing, you know. place this Atlas down. And we got another one down here. Let's place the second Atlas down. Nice.
That's the last
I'm
one.
not gay, but it's a confidence boost for guys to hit on me. I got you, man. Yeah, that's understandable. And then we got C.
Nice
Okay.
work. Add
So
blue
they're all
on
like
the
a little
Atlas.
bit apart.
Open
It's not
mission
that bad.
control when you're ready to begin.
I'm gonna try to take out this encampment before we start because I don't need the zombies spawning. Oh, this is one more little guy. Okay, cool. I believe you only need one blue though to start up an Atlas. I've noticed with Atlas missions, very rarely do they actually end up going for all of them. They tend to actually go for one in particular, I've noticed. Here, I'll help you build solid. I'll do one of them. I just gotta be very careful of how I place these, though. I'll do it this way, like the triangle, because otherwise I feel like they'll lean up on the hill and that won't be worth it. There we go. Yeah, this way they won't fall into the thing as easy. Get this rock out of the way. You are gone. Nice. And I really don't need anything else after this, so let's do the triangle now. Let's reinforce this. Oh, that's funny. We have wood, brick, and then metal. Lol. I thought I had a chance with the girl until Corona hit and I stopped seeing her. Yeah, coronavirus kind of hit at a weird time because, like, if it was in like March or April, like, I understand while everyone was like in a state of panic, but that doesn't necessarily mean that she lost attraction for you, man. It just like was when the shit happened. The way I look at it is that with Corona, it kind of fucked up everybody, but if you take advantage of it, it actually might work out in your favor. Probably one of the things that you could probably get a lot of use out of is probably online dating. Like, you could probably try something online dating-wise, because if people are still in quarantine, it will give you a chance to interact with people and still be able to talk to them. And that way, even if they are out in public, you know, you still have a follow-up too as well, being like, let's say you meet up in person, that way you can, you know, keep it going outside of the in-person interactions. Because the idea is keeping that sexual, you know, tension and that, like, that almost, like, the life of the relationship alive. Like, where you feel like you have those butterflies in your stomach, or that, like, you know, that lusting feeling. Like, you're feeling like, oh my god, I love you so much, I want to give you everything. That's what people strive for. They want to be given that by the other person. They want to feel like they're loved, even if they don't necessarily deserve it. Now, I'm not saying date somebody that's, like, a piece of garbage. I'm just saying is that, like, a feminine energy, I've learned this, a feminine energy, really just all they want, other than the basic human stuff, but specifically girls, at least straight girls. I don't know the idea between either gays, like, not, that sounds bad, gay men, rather, sorry, lesbians or lesbian women, and stuff like that. Basically, like, someone that has a female or, like, a feminine energy compared to a masculine energy, usually the things that they like is, like, number one is safety, first of all, because guys are threatening if they get betrayed wrong, and then they get creeped out. So if you're first of all, number one, the priority is safety over attraction more than anything. If first of all think you're safe, then they end up thinking that you're decently attractive, and this can be in the form of your confidence, the way you dress, you know, your success as a person, being like, wow, this guy has a lot of people hanging out with him, or this guy's naturally talking to a lot of girls as it is, even if they're not necessarily your girlfriends, like there's female friends. Subconsciously, women like overanalyze a lot of stuff, and they'll be like, he has a lot of female friends. Does this mean that he's, you know, got a lot of girlfriends? Does this mean he's naturally attractive? What's going on here? And a lot of people try to think that through. But if you're safe, if you're naturally attractive, and you're in the mindset of like trying to provide them with the best experience, not like a kiss ass, but like I love you and I want to respect you and I want to share my amazing life with you, even if it's not necessarily just a wife, but just like a normal relationship in general, women love that shit. Women love to be cherished. Like women, if they already like you and they're already starting to have a good thing going for you, like don't ever think that they're gonna end up losing attraction for you all of a sudden, because I can tell you this: is attraction can be gained and lost at any time, yes. But the one thing is, though, is that it's much easier to end up gaining it, and it's a lot harder to lose. Think about it this way. A lot of people as humans overanalyze shit all the time, whether you're a guy or a woman, especially women, but it's both genders. If you end up having a situation where, like, let's say that you're interested in somebody, and like, let's give an example with a friend. With a friend, not necessarily an intimate relationship, but with a friend, you're like, hey, I'm blah, 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 I noticed you like blah, blah, blah. You know, and then eventually you build off of that, like you have a similar interest or similar likes, but you're different enough at the same time that you don't get bored. That's how friendship is made. The only difference between a friendship and an intimate relationship is the intimacy part, literally. Like, essentially a way to put it is you have a bangable friend compared to a non-bangable friend. Like, that's really all it comes down to at the end of the day. That's what the difference with a relationship is the intimacy half. Everyone knows how to make a friendship. You just have to learn how to do the escalation part. That's all. That's the thing that guys struggle with, is the escalation. Not exclamation. Escalation. There we go. A lot of guys don't know how to escalate without coming across as creepy or too much. You have to find that sweet spot, because girls can get almost like threatened if you do it wrong. It just is what it is. I can't vouch for women because I'm not a woman. I've never had to live with the fear of being in fear of an opposite gender, and I'm so sorry that women have to deal with that. I'm sorry to any female viewers you have to deal with that, because if you've had a bad experience with some fucking creep. Like, I'm trying to not say that you're paranoid, but I'm saying I get it. Oh, I have to kill something, otherwise I'm gonna get kicked. Ah, shit, we gotta activate the storm thing. Oh, come on.
Enemies nearby.
I'm killing something. Okay? I'm trying to talk with my subscribers and followers here, game, okay? Give me a fucking break. Anyway. But I mean, yeah, that's really all it is, solid. I can tell you this, whether you're like you know, a certain type of energy or not, you gotta understand is that a lot of people are gonna go where they can gain something. Like, I'm not trying to say this in the wrong way, so please do not understand. You know, please do not misconstrue this. Understand this in the right way, please. That's all I ask. But think about it this way: like, if you had a girl, like, let's say that liked you, and you knew they liked you, but they didn't ask you out quite yet, because naturally it's a guy, but let's just say it's a girl. Let's say that there's this girl. You have no attraction to her whatsoever because you just met her, but she at first glance likes you. Over time, you start to get to know them, you know, whether it be like your friends or who knows, maybe you try to give a relationship a chance. And the thing is that when you learn more about people, you learn about not necessarily their portrayal, because everyone's trying to always be on their best with their first impressions, or at least you should. But when you get comfortable with people, that's usually when the quirks slip. And a lot of people don't get that, like, when you end up having a personality, whether it be your confidence, whether it be your success, whether it be your former relationships, whether it be X, Y, or Z, if somebody wants to nitpick a certain thing, and you either A, don't try to change it, or it looks like something that is like not worth the effort to fix, whether it be on your half or their half, a lot of people don't want the hassle. Like, everyone wants a relationship to make their lives better, not worse. So I'm saying is, like, let's say that this girl, right? Let's say that you want to get to hang out with her, but she's either, you know, bitchy or whiny, or she has low self-confidence, or she has a weird family or something like that. You're not going to want to be around her unless either that A, changes, or there's something that's worth the strain to go through that. Because a lot more people naturally will tolerate more BS or the harsh times when they already know you, hence the vows in sickness and in health. But very rarely do people do that for the common stranger or somebody they barely know. So all I'm saying is that try to find the best girl that you want, but also try to be the best you. You'll attract whatever you end up being in turn. Like, if you're a cool guy, you know, funny, likable, confident, smart, handsome, etc., which I know you all are, by the way. Like I said, no homo, but I know you guys are all awesome people. Why do you think of how we get along? I mean, I'm not gay. That's the only reason why I'm not asking you guys out. But I can tell everything else other than basic attraction. You guys are cool people. So, I mean, like, don't worry about Solid. You're fine, man. You're completely fine. You'll get somewhere. You just gotta be happy, man. Just have confidence, stay happy, and just do whatever works for you. Like, don't think you're, you know, at like a certain level of confidence or a certain level of attraction, because you can always grow and get better, and you also in turn can also get worse. So make sure you every now and again do a mini evaluation of yourself and be like, what have I been doing recently that has allowed me to get closer to my goal of a relationship if you're looking for one, or what has potentially set me back. It's up to you, man, at the end of the day. I'm just trying to give you basic advice as a human to human. You should major in psychology. Thanks, Solid. A lot of people have actually said that I should be a therapist. Bangable friend, I can't with your terminology. I can't build with your terminology. See, it's funny. I'm glad that I'm making you laugh, because that's actually one of the things I'm personally working on. I never used to be funny, I'll tell you that much. Some girls, you can lose your attention or attraction to them after you get to know them. No homo, lol. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether, like I said, you're a certain thing or not. It depends on what you're really looking for. Like, keep in mind, you're not going to get everything out of a relationship. Like, for example, if I can end up having, like, let's say, a nerdy ginger girl that was double jointed and had the ability to end up playing video games with me on the side, you know, alongside their other hobbies, that would be fantastic. But the thing is, though, is let's say that she was blonde, or like, let's say that she didn't play video games as much as I did, but she could, you know, occasionally do it just to be, you know, participating in one of the blonde versions. That's completely fine. I don't need to end up having, like, a, you know, like a stream, you know, like, or like a cam girl, or like whatever analogy you want to use. Like, I don't need to be somebody's porn history, okay? I don't need to have that type of relationship. I don't need that type of girl, but it would be nice to have them having the relationship that we all want, you know? So I'll strive to get better, and I hope you do the same. So. And then there's probably people like Ryan just saying here, just being like, I'm not looking for a relationship, but it's a little bit weird hearing about your guys' interests. Ryan's just gonna like, I'm gonna pretend I'm not you. Typing. Are you the jealous type? In what context? If you're defining just normal jealousy, if you're talking about like somebody like that's like the attention of others, yeah, I can be a little jealous. I even do some of that shit with my friends. Like if somebody's hanging out with my, you know, my brother, for example, or my other friends over me, of course I can get jealous. Now, I won't blatantly say anything in a way that would be offensive. I mean, I might even say it in a passive way, you know, or like, let's say a more friendly way, being like, hey man, you know, it's been a while, and I've noticed you've, you know, been, you know, free, but you've been hanging out with some of the other guys and everything, you know, how's that been? Or like, you know, care if I join you that much, you know? Like, not try to exclude the other guy, but almost like try to join in, rather. Like, don't try to exclude, try to just join in. Like, you never want to exclude people, because that could be you. You never know what somebody's actually saying. But, yeah, I can be a little bit jealous, and I'll even admit that, but I try not to. I try not to let any bad habits take over me. I've been a big fan of self-education, especially over the last couple of years. Like, if you ever want to end up, like, learning how to be a better person, just look at somebody like Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is, like, my all-time hero, dude. I swear to God, the man is a fucking saint. He's taught me more information than I've learned in school and basic life, you know, shit that I've learned from, like, my peers. Everything. The man is a fucking saint. He will tell you straight up how to, like, have a relationship with any human being ever. He knows psychology to a fucking T, and he's not even a therapist. He just knows shit. It's ridiculous. The man is Jesus Christ reincarnated. He knows basic human psychology and how humans interact and, like, the wants and desires of human psyche, and it's really cool shit to know. Like, you get to know how you think and how other people think when that mental block used to be there. Like, it's not even a matter of, like, simple stuff. You also get to know things like why you got mad, why they thought this of you, what are they looking for in a relationship, what are you looking for in a relationship. It's not even just a matter of being, like, it's not a matter of, like, the simple, you know, what do you want to have for dinner today, you know, debate all the time. Because a lot of people, as much as we all like to think we're the best or, like, the main character of our story, it's rather multiple main characters, because it's cool to think in the back of your head that, like, you're the main character of your life or your story, but your friends or your family or your side characters of Flipland also are important to the story too as well. Like, it's not always necessarily about you, and I've learned that the hard way sometimes. Because I can tell you the toughest pill to swallow in your whole entire goddamn life is to realize that the fault of whatever's blocking you from achieving something particular in your life that you haven't had or lost or whatever it may be, when you realize that's you and you want to fix that, you have that desire, but it's really hard to swallow that pill because you gotta do that to get started, man. You can't get something if there's something either A, blocking it, or you don't know what you're doing, or there's a mental block. You have to rip the band-aid off, and it sucks when it's you. I'll just tell you that, man. I've had moments where I found out shit, and I found out it was me, and it fucking stung, and it fucking sucked, and there's no way I can describe the amount of frustration and pain that has, but once you rip off that band-aid, you're set free, man. You're fucking God. I swear to God. Like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but my life has had ups and downs, and last year, in 2019, I'll admit my life was probably one of the worst that I've ever been. Not even Corona. I think Corona actually did good for me. Like, the coronavirus allowed me to end up having one of the best years of my life. Like, the fact that I can, you know, sit at home, play video games, and rely on unemployment, to be honest, while I'm waiting for my job to reopen due to quarantine, and getting to hang out with you guys and make a whole bunch of content and have school on the side and hang out with friends and family and like, basically the coronavirus only affected people that were extroverted. You know, like, I'm extroverted and I can speak for a living and I love interacting with people, but I also really do enjoy my alone time and playing with video games. And so the fact that everyone was inside, it allowed me to have my friends, we all played video games together, and I made YouTube videos for you guys, and I had so much fun just chilling, relaxing, not worrying about the shit and stress of a school or a job. It was fucking great. Last year in comparison, even though a lot of people might think that's good, you know, that's completely fine. I'm not saying 2019 was a horrible shitstorm altogether. In fact, I've never had a moment in my life where I would say my life's not worth living, but my life could have been a lot better in 2019, and I bounced back from that. I'll at least say that because I don't want to necessarily get into too much gruesome detail. But, like, everyone's life is going to be different, and your life is literally what you perceive it as. Like, that's literally all it is. Your life is the meaning that you give it. It is. It just is. My friend has had the weirdest relationship, I know. He has been dating the same girl since 8th grade, and he confessed to doing weird shit with her. They have been doing... hold on, the thing scrolled. They have been together since they were 13 years old. You guys don't have a student allowance. I get paid at the same time... I get paid... the same if there is corona or not. No, in the United States, you never get paid for going to school ever. The only time that you ever end up getting anything towards your schooling is if you end up having, like, a job that provides it. Like, for example, in the U.S., if you go to, like, the military, for example, they pay for your college. Or, if you have a certain job, like, there was one job at my college where if you were the security guard, they would pay your tuition. Or if you get, like, scholarships. But,
well, I guess it's my fault
other than those
why you
exceptions...
bones. So, enjoy your cow bones.
I had a scientific breakthrough.
Hold on.
No, you did not.
These are fossilized bones, right?
Yes?
That means these marks right here are fossilized husk bites.
Wait, what?
Told you. Breakthrough.
Fine.
Interesting, Dennis. Good job, buddy. But yeah, like, in the United States, unfortunately, one of our worst things is the student debt system. Like, because, like, in the United States, I would probably say that the worst things that we have, like, I love my country. I really, really do. I love the good old red, white, and blue United States, America, you know, fuck yeah. But, like, the three biggest problems that I have is probably, like, school debt, politics in the political system, and I'll probably say gun safety. Because, like, those three are the biggest in the United States. At least to me, they are. And the thing is with the student debt system, right, is that the student debt system in America as a whole is that the United States needs to learn that a lot of people can't afford to pay these just absurd, grossly big bills that are in the form of debt. Because, like, we all want to have a normal education. We want to all get an associate's or a bachelor's or even a doctorate if we want to become a doctor. But some of the shit that you have to pay in tuition is just fucking absurd. Like, you could theoretically, like, my parents have actually gotten to the point where their rate is going to end up being able to pay off their house before they can pay off their student loans. Like, I'm not going to get into their business, but that is fucking absurd. Like, the fact that that's the case, like, I remember back in the day when I was fucking in high school and all my parents had to do was just pay taxes. Now I'm having to almost pay, like, $100,000 worth in, like, fucking debts, potentially, because I want to take a class. I would rather just self-educate myself and not get the physical degree and just have the knowledge and just be like, look, dude, I have the exact same fucking knowledge. The only difference is it's not on a piece of paper that has a golden star. Just, you want me or not. I know you need the position. I'm the only one that's qualified to fill it right now. You know this. I know this. Hire me. It doesn't fucking matter if I have the degree. Because that's also another thing is the United States is that pisses me off the most. Is that your degree doesn't mean shit unless the other guy says so. You could have a degree, and it can be in anything. You could have a degree in a doctorate, and as a lawyer. You can have it be in something as simple as auto mechanics. And the thing is that you could go to a certain job, and they could say anything they want to deny you, and you can't do jack shit about it. You could have the degree, you could have the specifications, you could have people vouch for you, anything. But if they just say no, you can't do fucking jack shit about it. Unless you end up having somebody in the chain of command that can, like, vouch for you, like their boss above them or something, or if you have a connection, maybe. Like, sure, maybe. But the thing is that at the end of the day, is people are only gonna hire you truly, truly, truly. They're only gonna hire you if they like you. They're not going to hire you just because you have a degree. Because they have to put up with your shit at work. So, that's just the one thing I have a problem with the student debt system. Is that you're basically in a clusterfuck where we're taught as a society to go to school and get an education. But the problem is that the education that we're getting has such a vast cost of debt to it that it's almost not worth it. I'm not saying don't get an education. I'm just saying is don't take out loans if you can avoid it. I got a student allowance when I was working part-time, so I was getting untaxed income for 2 years. That's just ridiculous, man. Student debt in Australia is subtracted from your future checks if you have a job that pays $45K minimum per year. See, that's the thing with foreign countries, that you guys have more open shit with, like, healthcare and student debt. We have more, like, you know, America's about, like, freedom and shit like that, so we have more, like, social stuff that we are open to. I feel like more foreign countries, such as even, like, the communist ones, they're more strict on the social values or the social aspects, but they're more open to, like, sharing shit, you know, or in this case, like, you know, it's our stuff, you know, like, kind of like what the communist places do, but, it's just kind of like, it just depends on where you look at, I guess. Also, loans are 0% provided by the government. That's just, yeah, that's just nuts. Anyway, less about more political stuff, because I don't want to piss off anybody with politics. If you're an open-minded individual, you hopefully shouldn't be pissed off, such as you, Solid, but I know some people can be pissed off by politics and religion. But luckily, Dennis found out that apparently the bones that we found, even though I don't know if they were animals or not, it looked like animals, but it said fossilized husk bites. So the storm was here before, and it looks like that the fossils could give us something. Now, the cool thing is that we also did get a legendary ceiling floor trap. Or ceiling drop trap, which is the tire one, which I wanted to have before, so that's really good, actually. I wanted that legendary before anyway.
Are we supposed to...
I said, are you ready to rock?
I'm ready to rock! Woo!
Then let's go look at some rocks.
Look at some rocks. Gotcha. Not what I was thinking, but let's do that. Ready to rock. Sid is tracking a possible mass extinction event in the past. Help him gather the rock samples from the tornado-shaped rocks in the area. Can only be completed in a desert or a Thunder Route 99 zone. Alrighty, no problem. Now we end up getting a re-up, which I'm not really particularly fond of, but it is what it is. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to end up going to our traps real quick. And we're going to upgrade you. Actually, this has already got the XP, but if I got rid of it, it might give me my crap. Yeah, I'll get rid of this because you said this gives me my crap back. Yeah, it does. And then we'll just upgrade the legendary one instead. There we go. So I upgraded like one of my favorite traps. Okay, nice. So really all that's left for upgrading trap-wise is anti-air, frost trap, the boombox, the wall dynamo. And I also need to upgrade the tar pit, so let's actually upgrade this. Tar pit's up there, but unfortunately I still need to be able to upgrade some other ways. And then the defender post, that's just not going to matter. So yeah, we're pretty much good with all the traps. We just need to upgrade them and also do legendaries. Let's upgrade you. We'll save these. I also realized that I might have used all my drops of rain on the survivors. Whoops. By the way, Solid, I forgot to tell you because you weren't here for it earlier. We actually got another mythic survivor. We got Jeeves Sobs. Although I like to call him Jev because it's almost Jev. And so he's taken care of then. Let's see. Can't open you. I really am thinking about maybe getting that Dire, because that Dire looks kind of cool. Probably be one of my better ninjas. What I want to do right now is I want to upgrade my characters, and holy shit, Saul, when you're in my lobby and I'm at 127,000 health, Jesus Lord. Yeah, I need more lightning in a bottle. Because I have the XP, so. But anyway, let's do Ready to Rock. So let's end up loading into a mission, right? No, cancel. I want to pick the mission. Let's see what we can find. We still got to find stuff, so once again, I'm going to be trying to be very careful about which mission I pick. So we'll do Ride the Lightning. I know the storm doesn't shrink, so we shouldn't have to worry about this. This is a 4-player Ride the Lightning, and we're in a public match, so this should work out. We gotta be really careful now about missions we pick from now on. If it involves us running around picking up stuff, we should pick missions that don't shrink the map. We really need to start doing that from now on. The weird friend that I told you about confessed to watching porn with his girlfriend. Everyone in the group was laughing at him. Cool, a second mythic survivor. Yeah, we're starting to get up there, Solid. Solid, you've been my backbone to, like, actually helping me, like, get, higher up in the ranks, so thank you, I appreciate it, man. I'm glad that when I decided to make this an interactive series, that not only is this fun for you guys, but also as a benefit to me, because you guys basically make me overpowered. Like, Solid, you alongside other people allowed me to, like, get a whole bunch of shit that makes me, like, uberly strong. And I'm not necessarily worried about the fact about, like, you know, feeling like I'm not contributing, because before, back when I had like all the overpowered shit, I felt like I wasn't doing much. I felt like, oh, you know, because I have all this overpowered shit, that's the only reason why I'm doing well. But now I'm starting to get shit on the side like that, which now that you taught me, I'm learning I can hold my own just as much too, so that's awesome, so thank you. Dire is not good at all. Okay, well, that's good to know, but if instead of saying Dire, then what would you recommend instead? Like, what would be, in fact, let me ask you something, like, what is the top heroes I should aspire to get and save the world, rather? Because I know there's some that just are simply not good. But, like, what are some characters that I should strive to get? Like, what's... Because you already give me all the guns at this point. You already give me the guns you know are good. But, like, what is a good character I should get? Because that's all on me at the end of the day. What are, like, your top few? Constructors? Yeah, I know you like your constructors. Like, if you want to, you could give me, if you could give me one of each, like a constructor, a outlander, a ninja, and a soldier, if you can give me, like, the best of all of those, that would be preferred. Or if you want, you could just, I guess, say a couple constructors, because I want to get those anyway. So just, feel free to let me know, man. Like, be a little bit more specific. I'd be more than happy to know, other than just specifically just constructors. Base, Kyle, and Nox. Okay, I know about Kyle because he's a part of the story. Kyle and Penny is also some other characters I can kind of care less for, to be honest. But, Nox, I don't know who the hell Nox is. In fact, one of the ways I can look him up is to go in the collection book. Feel free to join me, by the way, while we're talking, Solid, so we can load into Ride the Lightning, but the collection book, I should be able to find him just to see what he looks like. Collection book. You said that he's, I believe, a constructor. Nox. I see base Kyle. Is Nox an event guy? Oh, the black guy you play as all the time. Oh, that guy, yeah. Oh, I skipped him, yes. Here's Nox. Okay. I'll look into the research of getting them maybe later down the road. My idea is I'm planning on saving my last voucher for the Storm King. Because the fact that I got two of them, I wanted to save one for funsies, and I wanted to save the other one for an actual character that I can rank up to kick the Storm King's ass. Because that way I don't leave it up to chance, I can just be like, I specifically pick you. Kind of like how you told me about how to pick the Dino Ninjas. Because if there's like a particular character that's like, I'm assuming soldiers are probably the way to kill the Storm King. I don't want you to spoil the Storm King boss fight for me. I have a general idea because I played BR, but other than having a little bit of a randomness, like, you know, like let's say not knowing his attacks in the very first battle, but I would like to know some shit like what's a good character for going against him with. Like that's not spoiling anything. That's just saying, hey, this helps you. Like, I would like to know, like, this soldier or this ninja is great for killing him because of this stage or something like that, you know what I mean? So. You don't need vouchers for them. No, yeah, I know you're not needing a voucher for the guys in the collection book. I'm just talking about, like, characters in general, like, certain ones that would need a voucher. Okay, so I need rock samples. I need 17 of them. Here's hoping I can just collect any generic rock.
Lars is standing by to gather storm intel, Commander. Let's launch that van.
Fill her up if you'd be so kind. I need to get back up in those clouds.
We're headed your way.
I'm gonna wait for the dialogue
Make sure to
before I
collect
break
any
this.
blue glow you see.
Of course,
Don't get me wrong, I
there is.
love
Okay.
looking at rocks. But why are we looking at rocks?
We're looking at strata.
Oh, right. Why?
This should help us determine when the storm hit in the past.
If.
If and when, but mostly when.
True. Alright, again. Oh, it's not going to give it to me every single time. Okay. Lynx is good for the Mythic Storm King, and any ninja is good for the Legendary Storm King. Ninjas are the way to go? Oh, that's actually perfect, because I already have the Enforcer, even though I don't know if he's good or not. I think he's cool. I like him. I like his abilities. So that's cool to know that ninjas are good. It'll probably be for the bouncing part and like getting away from, because I remember he shot him with the shit at you back in VR. It was kind of tough. Another one.
So, what's the deal with this rock?
Classic strata composition. Oh look, trilobite. Nature's least useful fossil.
I'll let them know you're disappointed.
Oh, they know.
That's funny. Alright, another rock. Who knew that I would be playing a video game where I would actually be enthusiastic about actually finding rocks? Okay. I just realized my shotgun's finally starting to break. I'm not even going to use the hoverboard just because I need to find rocks, and there's just so many rocks that it's not worth just going to keep stopping, so.
Got it. Add blue glow to prepare for liftoff.
Okay, somebody already found Lars's van. I would like to believe I could probably get them all. Solid, if you could do me a favor and help me look for the rocks, that'd be appreciated. I want to see if I can try to get all 17 before it's too late, because... Not that I don't think I can do it, but these guys seem really eager to get the mission done. Oh, I just realized the Smashers here. That was weird. I thought that you guys only spawn in later when like the actual big events. That was weird. Never seen them out in the open.
Huh.
What?
I don't know. Something isn't right.
Oh, something isn't right. Foreshadowing is continuing. I actually feel like we're about to get really bad news for some reason. I don't know why. I just have that gut feeling, you know? I feel like we're about to find something out that's like horrible or something. Like if somebody fucked up and brought the husks back or something. I probably should have played as Jess to actually do this instead. Jess could just knock the rock down. Oh well.
That's a real great rock.
Chad, hope you guys are enjoying the mining the rocks gameplay. See, it's funny how Fortnite can make something so entertaining, even though it's just so simple. Respect to them on being able to do that. There's another one.
Here we go.
Yeah, this one too.
I don't know what's going on.
Really? Isn't it obvious?
No. Any statement beyond this is a rock is not obvious.
Really?
Yeah, really?
This is ironic because she's a robot. You think she'd know this?
Right. Sorry. You're missing out. It's a beautiful language.
That is some textbook strata right there.
Is that all of her dialogue for that rock? I was gonna say is I know sometimes that the voice lines are like one-off because they're not necessarily needed. Like I mean, how like crazy can a rock's dialogue be? But I don't know. I was kind of looking for more. The voice actors are probably kept really busy in this game. Oh, Lars's van's like right here. Nice. Okay, we should be able to keep finding his stuff. I mean, is this one right here? Yeah, here's one. I only need I need 10 more rocks. I still have the whole bottom half of the map here, so I'm gonna go explore this. Hopefully I don't have to deal with you anymore. This one. And the annoying thing is my dogs are barking, so here's hopefully they'll calm down for the dialogue. My dog Turner's in kill mode, even though there's no real reason to be. You exist, you have to die.
Serious?
Okay, next. I'll look at chat in a second, guys. I'm just trying to see if I can find any rocks. Trying to think about the sake of time. Yeah, Turner is awfully mad that someone he doesn't know is in the house. Okay, now we're starting to hit a dry spell where we haven't been able to find any in a little bit. Unless I missed one. No, I got one.
Are you gonna tell me what you're seeing here?
The strata is inconsistent.
Meaning?
It usually means the ground is shifting. But according to the geological survey, that should not be happening here. Something is up.
Yo, Sid, found a rock for you.
Help! I'm under attack!
I'll take a second to save the older guy real quick. The story's really interesting here, just simply just based off of the rocks. And I like how Sid's character is actually being useful for us, whether it being as simple as playing music or helping us find rocks, but Sid as a character overall is very fun. I think he's a really addition to the story. Yeah, oh my god, I'm breaking now.
Good job, Commander.
Okay, cool. Yep. You're welcome, man. Hold on. Might take a second to get to you.
That is what I'm talking about.
The voice actor for Dennis is on Twitch. That's funny. I didn't know that the guy that plays Dennis plays games. See, that's cool when the voice actors actually play their own game. I really love that for Metal Wolverine. Another one.
Yeah, that's a... Huh.
What?
I do not understand what's going on with these rocks.
I was just going to say that.
It's kind of funny because Sid also fills in the spot for Enderman, because he's the only other guy other than Lars that actually has an idea of like what's going on through the science. It's funny how in this world, for this zombie apocalypse story, we actually have scientists that don't want to kill and test on people for once.
I've been meaning to ask. How did a group of scientists end up forming a band?
You gotta do something while the samples process. Steel wool wasn't the plan, you know. It just happened.
Well, luckily it didn't have one in there, so... Oh, no, it did have one. Okay.
So, I promise this will be the last bit of nerding out, but do you think Steel Wool is ever gonna get back together?
If we could patch things up, maybe.
Do you think that'll happen?
No. But I also didn't think the world will be overrun by monsters, so who knows?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, you know, we never thought that you would meet Lars again, Sid, so I mean... Next rock. Oh, one's down here. I gotta make sure that I'm checking every single rock. I'm glad my teammates have actually had patience. I mean, I know that, you know, since you're playing with me solid, it's gonna be a tied vote, like whether or not we're gonna like start the game, like for Lars's mission. But I'm glad that they had patience for me looking for these, because I would probably have lost it. I've actually managed to get 4,000 brick now because of this mission in particular. That's awesome.
So, how long have you been studying mass extinction events?
Well, since our second EP.
Mass extinction? Oh, yeah. I get it.
I need 5 more. Wait, no, not 5 more. Sorry, 4 more. One's right ahead of me. Good, good, good. Yeah, I can't believe I actually managed to get max brick. So 4,000 apparently is the max of every material you can get, at least for now. Alright, that's 1. I really wonder what, like, Sid is... I feel like he was going to say something in particular when he saw the rocks, and then when he saw something else, he changed his mind. Like, almost, like, kept it a secret. I feel like Sid knows something, even if he's not necessarily sure about it. Like, he thinks he knows something. Where would a few more of these things be? I should send you his account on Discord. He plays Save the World. Oh, that's awesome, man. That'd be really cool to be like, hey, dude, I'm in the chat. I play your game. Like, it'd be cool if he like acknowledged me. Like, he was just like, hey, what's up, man? At least it's a character I like. Nope, unfortunately, there's nothing over here. Oh, there's one down here though. Nice.
Creeps.
There's one back here, actually. Ah, it's up here, okay. Nope, didn't get one, damn it. I will say this one has better odds than Dennis. When I was looking for Dennis's bones compared to Sid's rocks, I literally had like, what was it, like 15 of them in a row, and then I got the last 3 at like the last 5. It was absurd. Here's another one. Oh, hi.
What brings you to Candy Valley?
I can't say.
As in you don't know, or you can't tell me?
Both, for sure.
Interesting. Top secret mission. Maybe he is hiding something. Alright, 3 more. Jesus Christ, the fact that I think this hipfire span this thing is ridiculous. Okay, we got 2 more right here. Good, 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 good. In fact, I'm just gonna place a hover buddy while I'm doing this. You had any luck with finding any of them, by the way, dude? Like, solid G's, but I didn't find them by any chance. Maybe you got lucky you found some rocks, too. Yeah, look at the hipfire spread. This This is like been like the last 3 guns that have been in Modern Warfare. Yeah, zombies, if you want to help me break this, by all means, go right ahead.
So what does a paleobiologist study?
I think the shortest explanation is I'm a science-based dirt psychic. Trying to use the fossil record to learn about the future.
Can you give me a preview of what it all means?
On a long enough timeline, everything goes extinct. But maybe it's not our time yet. Although, technically we do meet the criteria for a mass extinction event. But there's good extinctions and bad extinctions.
Sweet, I got the last 3 on the row.
The way I see it, at least.
I'll stay here and let him finish.
There's another.
Okay. What's the last one for? Did one piece of dialogue roll into the other, or did it just not finish saying anything? She said there's another. I got the last one. I think there was one that she meant to say. Because I feel like when Sid was doing a lot of the talking, that was the 3rd to last, then Ray just said the 2nd to last. I feel like I just missed the last one. Interesting. But overall, not gonna lie, the fact that we were able to do all of those in one mission, considering how many of them, 17, that's pretty damn lucky. Oh, I like the way that this is placed. This was actually smart, having the window and just having a wall dynamo here, so I mean... Promise we need blue glow. Did nobody ever think to go get blue glow, or are they just waiting for me? Oh no, we're good. Thank God. Okay, I was gonna say, do I have to also look for blue glow? I was gonna be like, thank you guys. I appreciate it, but I hope you found stuff while I was doing this. After this mag and this set of ammo with the shoddy, I think I'm just going to disregard the guns and save them for parts. I will say Save the World was definitely a lot more fun with people. So I remember back in the beginning I was going to make this a solo series. I think I would have gotten a lot more pissed and a lot more salty as this would have went on. I think I didn't decide until making a public series until like episode 10. Maybe around there. Like 8 or 10. Chat, these guns are so cool. I really hope that whatever game we do play again has cool guns like these. Actually, now that I just thought about it, I mean, it would be a little bit hard to do considering the fact that I've only played the one and it was also out of order. But maybe a series we could do in the future would be Borderlands. Borderlands, it's not exactly open world, but it has kind of like that fun creativity to it, where it's like a kid's game. You know, well, at least, well, not that kid's game. It's got the kids style, like the creativity, like the graphics and the weapons and the funny humor, even though it can be a little dark sometimes, murder and swearing occasional moves. But Borderlands would be a very enjoyable game, I'm pretty sure, because it doesn't go against any strictness with violence or nudity. So it'd be a fun game that we could end up having for the creativity aspects. Going Capcom for a while. So then maybe we'll look into Borderlands. It would just be a little bit weird though, because I've played 3 and I also haven't finished it yet. I don't know how that would necessarily be. Minecraft's the only games I actually played after I did just my normal playthrough when I decided to do a series. All the other series I played for the first time while they were live. Minecraft I played before,
and get
obviously.
ready to defend the van. Put the switch when you're ready.
Okay, I think the shotgun's gonna break, so I'm just gonna get rid of them now.
We've got a bonus in play.
In the meantime, another thing that I can do is I can put the drum gun back on and have this be almost like an assault rifle. And I can pick up. I have that 130 shotgun. I also have the other 130 shotgun, so I really don't need the Thunderbolt. Probably what I would actually want to do now that I think about it is I probably want to use the drum gun with the stars. Just because eventually they will get too weak. Might as well use them at the level that they're appropriate for. In full use. Oh, I forgot that the drum gun uses the same ammo, so I actually should use the shotgun. We'll replace this with... We'll replace it with this shotgun because much of the semi-auto is already on its way to being broken. I want to use it on something stronger and it plays better. This one, if I have to use a 130, I have the shotgun. I want to have a shotgun. If I have to have a shotgun, it's my only one. I'd be using the weaker shotgun technically and the stronger shotgun. Plus will be later. Even though I do like the shotgun round. Quick shot, quick shot, quick shot. Do the shotgun animation just by spamming at the reloading one bullet. Ridiculous. Alright, let's use the sword. I'm gonna get this for its full money's worth. I don't care if it's breaks. I don't even know what the hell I would get out of it if I rematched it. Unfortunately, I can't see the sword in my backpack. I don't think you can just like away if I want to. I will say this sword is also my favorite gun, just because of the fact that you can, you know, almost do that, like the teleporting dashes, those are fun.
30 seconds left to go.
Alrighty. Bars go off with those rock samples, and let's be able to see if Sid can find anything. Just hoping we'll be able to save the world. Ow,
Launch in 3.
This is for my subscribers and followers. Hiya!
Bonus challenge.
Go get it, Lars.
Good job, team. I love a perfectly launched van.
It's funny, there was one time I was looking up tips for Fortnite Save the World, and I found a guy that looks like Mars because he dresses up as him for his videos. And that's copyrighted music. I don't know why that somehow managed to get past my filter, but I need to not have that be playing. Thank you. Please let me turn that off. I'm pretty sure it's copyrighted at least. Blah, 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 blah. Here, let me play business tips. There we go. Can't hear you, too much shooting noises. I can, craft you another one if you want. By all means, please, Salah. I love that sword.